Edo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency has convened its September routine immunization feedback technical review meeting with local immunization officers and monitoring and evaluation officers from across the 18 local government areas of the state. The session was aimed at strengthening the capacity of personnel at the local level, ensuring that available resources are effectively utilized to eliminate barriers to immunization coverage. The State Coordinator for the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Mr. Igodaro Lawan, and the State Immunization Officer, Mrs. Omogun Efridal, emphasized the critical role of the monthly feedback sessions in tracking performances and identifying areas for improvement. They urge all LIOs and M&E officers to remain committed and continue giving their best to ensure the success of immunization activities across the state.
When we start doing programs in our LGs, we should create time for feedback. Feedback will help us know how are we doing in terms of our operational work in the LGA, in terms of our field work, in terms of our outreaches. What are we doing? We want to see the data speaking to what we are doing, not just activities, but activities that make sense, that gives us results. So this meeting is very important to us because it gives us the opportunity to look at LGA by LGA and see what they are doing in terms of routine immunization, basically, but generally in terms of the PHC services. What are we doing in LGA 1? What are we doing in LGA 2? If LGA 1 is doing very well, what are they doing very well? So we bring everybody together to share ideas, to share knowledge. So it helps us every month to evaluate our activities in the LGA. And so at the end of the day, we take action points. If I'm not doing well, what should I do well? 1, 2, 3 action points that will help me improve. If I'm doing very well, what should I do to sustain that good? I don't need to do well today and do bad tomorrow. So it's a way for us to learn from the LGA, from themselves, and from us to the state to know their challenges and see how we can come in to help them.
Why we hold this meeting is for us to get feedbacks from the various health facilities, analyze their data, and see where the state is. And you saw me presenting, giving them the state data. That is what we use to compare their own data that they are bringing to us. This one will make us to know whether they are just forging their data or not, because it is what they put in the DHIS2 that we download at the states to see their performance. So whatever thing they are telling us here, we use it to compare it. And if there is any gap, we try to cover it up. Like you heard me telling them that when they go back, they don't just sit down. They should go back and harmonize their data. Wherever they are going wrong, then they should be able to come together and harmonize it.
Participants expressed appreciation to the state governor and the leadership of the Edo State Primary Healthcare Development for their continued support. They described the feedback mechanism as a vital tool that has helped in identifying gaps and improving strategies at the grassroots level.
First and foremost, I want to thank the Executive Secretary of Edo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency for creating this constant monthly data validation meeting, and also a very big thanks to His Excellency for giving constant support to the agency. Of a truth, this data validation meeting has actually assisted us in expanding our immunization scope in our various LGA, because ordinarily before now, we'll be having these challenges of how to actually get a feedback from what we've actually given out to the DHIS. But with the help of this monthly data validation meeting, we've been able to get a better feedback of what we're actually giving out to the DHIS, and also to also know how to go back to our various LGA to continue or to increase our level of immunization to the children.
This monthly feedback is very, very good. Why I'm saying it's very, very good is that after we have sent all the data, we have to come here and see what we really sent from the LGA. And when we come, we see where we have discrepancies. Now they have told us most of the antigens that we are supposed to, the percentage are supposed to go together. Some of them are not going together. So from here now, we are having the feedback to go back to our local government and let them know what they are supposed to fill in, especially our MIE that are in charge of data. So we will tell them, look at the areas where you are supposed to improve.
It has actually helped us in our local governments. It lets us to know if we are improving in our ROI coverage, and if we are not doing well, we'll take some action points that we'll take home and go and implement it so we can be doing well. So far, so good. The meeting is okay.
This month's routine immunization feedback meeting further reinforced the agency's commitment to achieving optimal immunization coverage and improving overall primary healthcare delivery in Edo State. In Benin City, Faith Dibye, reporting for Afema Reporters TV.